There we go, recording. It is recording, yep.
I'd hate to go through this whole thing and not record. So we're going to open with a prayer, if you don't mind, please. Father God, we thank you for this opportunity that we have to come today to honor these young men and the program that's allowed them to be able to play this wonderful game at the next level. We'd like to offer our thanks and thanksgiving for the opportunity, for the organization, Teo, that allows us to do this, for the coaches and the people within our program here at Tribe and all the many long hours that they've committed, the people behind the scenes that do everything to make this work, the parents, the fans, people who come out and cheer us on, the teammates that have helped make this possible for these young men. We also especially want to thank the families that have sewed into these young men, helping to make them be such a contributor to our program, and that you continue to bless them as they move on into college and on into their lives, that you continue to surround them with good folks and people that can help to inspire them and lead them and help them become the men of God that you called them to be. Thank you for everything that you do for us. In Christ's name we pray. Amen. Amen. All right, quick introduction for those that I am Brent Golemon. I am the head coach of the Bastrop Tribe Warriors. I've been blessed to be within the Tribe organization for 7 to 8 years, and 3 years now with the varsity program. This has been a milestone that we have worked very hard as a program to achieve. And the one thing that I always tell our young men is that every year we stand on the shoulders of those before us. The plot of dirt we call the pasture was literally a plot of dirt looking more like a pasture when it first started. And every year people have sown into it and helped to make it a bigger and better place. We started with not a winning season. We've been blessed now to win several state titles and a lot of success. But what we like to always remind the young men is that there are a lot of people that this day right here is really the culmination of a lot of hard work by a lot of individuals. And in my prayer for us as an organization is that this is just a jumping off point to even better things. That a lot of folks within private and homeschool families realize there are opportunities to get to play at the next level. There's a lot of different places. I think these young men going out and taking the time, by the way, you got to put in the effort, just like in anything else we always coach that you have to do. You want to be a better player, you're going to have to put in the effort. You want to play at the next level, you're going to have to put in the effort. It's not just going to magically bestow itself upon you. You're going to have to, and so it's a testament to the organization that's provided them the vehicle, and it's a testament to the players themselves and the families themselves that have taken it to use it and to make this a dream where these young men get to play at the next level. So really a lot of thanks to a lot of folks that makes this possible. And hopefully in the future we'll be able to do this every year. My goal, and not just for football, other sports, our desire is that we get up here and this be held in a facility that's much larger, with a much larger stage and a lot of people getting to be able to be blessed to play at the next level. That being said, I'm going to call up our first athlete. Stick, come on. Come on up. Yeah, there you go. Sit down. Sit down. All right. So, Graham Mills. I think that may be the first time I've said Graham in a long time. But, it's one of those things where I could talk about Graham's ability to catch over 2,000 yards and over 35 TDs. And I could probably sit there and talk about his ability to locate and catch a ball. By the way, all the games that you've seen his lesser catches. All of us at practice have seen all of his better catches. Because we all sit around and go, I just can't believe he did that. That's just crazy. And I am on the other side going, well, I just hope he doesn't kill himself in the process of doing it, because he contorts himself in all kinds of ways. But, but if I did that, he might start thinking he's, 6'4" and can catch anything that's thrown his general direction. But You know, I will tell you that when Graham started with our program, we've come a long way. Yeah, I remember one of the earlier practices. The reason, for those of you that don't know, I sometimes give names to people, and it really isn't because I want to give a nickname. It's that Graham sounds a lot like Grant, and that's my son. And so I would yell Graham, and both of them would turn around and look at me. And Grant would get a little upset because he's like, I didn't do anything wrong. I'm like, yeah, I know. So he said, why do you keep yelling at me? I said, okay, I gotta fix this. So we went with Stick, and Stick said, you know, coming into his senior year, he said, you know, I'm starting to get a little bigger. I'm starting to bulk up. How about Coach? How about Branch this year? No, can't do that, Stick. But I tell you what, now that you're moving on to the next level, you're from here on Branch. We'll put you get to the NFL, I'll give you Tree. We're over. So, without, you know, I just want to say that it's been a blessing to get to coach you. Graham's been a leader on our team in junior high as well as varsity. He's been elected by his peers to be a captain several times, both in junior high and in varsity. He's a man of integrity. He's a man who's played through, you know, recently, you know, didn't get to play as much of his senior season, but stuck out there with us. Came through at the very end and helped us win another title game. He's always there. He's always shaking your hand at the end of practice, saying, you know, thanks for, you know, and help in being thankful of the privileges that are allotted to him. In this day and age, that's a testimony to him. And I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. And without any further ado, I'm going to turn this over to his father.
Well, Graham sitting here is a culmination of a lot of hard work and a lot of effort on both of our parts, and his mom included. It's been interesting because he's actually been in Tribe for 6 years now, and he's had Coach Golemon for all 6 years. So, for better or for worse, you guys are joining in. But I remember one of his first games, his first year he played, all of our kids had been baseball players. They came up through the Little League system, and we had a recommendation from another family that had played in Tribe, and they said, you should try football. So we got Lake and Graham, went out for the junior high team, and played, and they never went back to baseball after that. But I remember one of the first games that Graham played when we were down in Victoria, and he was head and shoulders taller than the other kids on the field, and he played wide receiver, and Grant was quarterback. And I remember Grant threw 2 beautiful touchdown passes into the end zone during that game to Graham, who was, like I said, head and shoulders above everybody else. And Graham dropped both of them. So he's actually come a long way since then. Actually, I think that marked a milestone because that was the last time I think I've seen him really drop balls, except for the one a year. I know he drops a beautiful pass that Grant throws to him one time a year, and he just for whatever reason. But other than that, I've never really seen him drop balls since then. So, like I said, he's really caught on to it and been able to take it to the next level. And I think the most special thing for me this last year with Graham has been going through this whole recruiting process. I kind of took it over for him. And Graham can attest that we have put a lot of miles on the car. We have been all over. Visited a lot of schools, seen a lot of states, eaten in a lot of questionable restaurants. And it's been a really special time, I think, for both of us, that we're bonding as father and son probably more than we ever have in our entire lives, just spending that time in the car. And, you know, it gets a little crazy sometimes. I'm well familiar with all of Graham's playlists on Spotify. I know all his songs, some I like, some I don't. We've, you know, really gotten to know each other, and we always know when a road trip is about over, when we've had enough of each other, because we all start making animal noises in the car. It's the horse noises where we go, I'm about tired of this trip. But I think that has all culminated. Graham actually, I think, received 9 offers to play at the next level. And it was interesting because he gave me a very strict set of parameters. He said, I want to play for a private Christian college. I want to play on a team where I can see some significant playing time. And I want to be in a program that kind of feels like Tribe, where the people care about each other, where there's a good Christian atmosphere. So that really, well, that sounds good. I can tell you that really narrowed my parameters in terms of colleges we looked at. Our recruiters were telling us about all these other colleges we could look at, and I just had to keep telling them no, you know, state schools and different types of colleges that didn't fit those parameters. But even within those parameters, like I said, Graham got 9 offers and had some really good offers on the table and had the opportunity to pick which one he wanted. And you want to tell him where you decided to go?
Yeah, so this coming fall, I'm going to be attending Mid-American Nazarene University up in Olathe, Kansas, right outside of Kansas City. So I'm a Chiefs fan now, too. But yeah, I'm really excited about it. So, do I sign now?
Yeah.
Go.
It's interesting that he has to sign not just a letter of intent, but a character document too for the school, so.
It's hard to sign with the ring.
He said too much bling.
Mom and I are excited about character documents. All right, you are official. Yeah, you want me to call him?
Yeah, make the call.
All right,
Call
make the
coach.
call.
So part of what we're gonna do, we're calling the coach.
Yeah, it's interesting that Graham's school just hired a new head coach Monday. So we're actually gonna have his position coach call in because the head coach is a little busy right now. But his head coach was a wide receiver in college and is very offensive oriented, and they've already talked and have a great offensive game plan.
Throw the ball stick.
Hey, Coach Sellers. I'm here at the signing right now.
Are you?
Yes, sir.
Good, that's good.
Just finished signing up the documents.
Hey, that's perfect. Can you send me a picture of both sides of it?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll do that here in a second after we're done.
You guys got a plan for the rest of the evening?
Hey, coach, this is Coach Golemon, is his high school coach. Want to let you know you're getting a great player and even better man. So, looking forward to seeing great things from him in your program.
I appreciate that. Hey, I know Graham's a great kid. I know you kind of brought him through the ranks the right way. That's the type of character we're looking for.
Well, we appreciate that.
Good guys.
We appreciate that, Coach, and hey, we look forward to figuring out how to watch him over the internet and all the other stuff. You got a bunch of new MNU fans back here in, just outside Bastrop, Texas. So,
Hey, that's great.
yeah. Well,
I'll
thank.
get you guys up for a game on the weekend.
That sounds good. Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Hey, thank you, Coach. I'll talk to you later.
All right, man. Enjoy your day.
I will. You take care. All right, bye.
You too.
All right, it's official. Get photos. You want us to take photos for?
Yeah, we love when with parents and then the whole thing.
Yeah.
You want to stand?
I'll sit for like one.
Okay.
There you
Best
go.
angle.
There we go. It's the middle one, right? Yeah. Oh, it says hold still. Okay. There we go. All right, that's two
Okay,
there.
just,
There we go.
and you can take one up.
Upside, okay. There we go. Yeah.
Do you want your
everybody
coat
in?
off yet?
I'm gonna take it off.
Do you want me to put your official shirt? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have your shirt out.
Ooh.
The pioneer.
Look at them guns.
Hang on, I got.
Just drop it, just drop it.
There we go, get the MNU. There we go.
Okay, can we get one of our hands? Grandpa? The whole crew? Are you still shorter than me? Can you still go there? Barely. Barely shorter.
You're getting him this year, Coach.
I know, looking forward to it. All right, I gotta go wide this
Scoot in,
time.
scoot in.
Yeah, we're,
Well, there, up there.
yep, gotcha. There we go. Got some? All right. I
Awesome.
want you to look and make sure. Okay, I don't wanna,
He asked the mom.
yeah, I don't want a chance to, we can always bring people back up from what's over. You gotta grab those.
Thank you.
I got the whole film coming I was supposed to. I'll have to end up inserting it in there somewhere. So, watch this. It's the magic of cutting. So, and now, how about some video of Stick in action?
All right.
That's good.